Okay, so now we're looking at practice now 10, chapter 3. This is practice now 10, chapter 3, page 67. So the question says, Michael wants to knit a scarf using 6 meters of wool. Given that all measurements are corrected to the nearest meter means 1 meter, find the minimum and maximum amount of wool that will remain if a reel has 25 meters of wool. Pretty simple. Let me just note down all the values. Right, so I have 6 meters and then I have 25 meters. Now all of these values have been corrected to the nearest meter. That means 1 meter, and as I told you earlier as well, 1 meter has to be divided by 2 to give me 0.5, right? Every value that they give you for in order to find the upper bound and lower bound, you're supposed to take the value, divide that by 2, and then with the answer you get, you're just supposed to subtract and add that. So they have given me nearest meter, that means 1 meter. So 1 divided by 2, I get 0.5. And so I'm gonna, for upper bound, I'll add 6 plus 0.5 to get 6.5, right? And for lower bound, it's 6 minus 0.5 to give me 5.5. Right? So similarly for 25, it's going to be 25 plus 0.5, so that would give me 25.5. And for lower bound, it will be 25 minus 0.5, so it's going to be 24.5. So now the question, this wasn't the question. The question said, find the minimum and the maximum amount of wool that will remain. So, I'm going to note down, I have these 4 values. I'll use these 4 values to find the maximum and the minimum. If you want to find something, like the maximum value, you take the bigger value and you subtract the less value, the least value from it. For example, if I have 5, 3, 4, and then let's say 2. So if I want to find the maximum number, what I'll do, I'll take 5, which is the maximum number, and I'll subtract 2 from it, which is the smallest number. So in order to find the maximum value, you just subtract the least value from the biggest value. So it's 5 and 2. So similarly, the biggest value I can see here is 6.5 and the least value is 24.5. So if I do 24.5 minus 6.5, 24.5 minus 6.5, I get 18. Now 18 is the minimum value. Reason being, because I have 25.5 and 5.5, which is the maximum value. So if I do 25.5 minus 5.5, I'll get 20. So 20 is the maximum value because you're subtracting 25.5 yes. So I'm subtracting the least value from these two from the biggest value. And to find the minimum value, again, you have to subtract the biggest value from the minimum value. So for example, if I were to find the least value, the minimum value, I would take 4, which is less than 5, and then 3. So it's 4 minus 3, that would give me 1. Right? So in order to find the maximum value, you're supposed to subtract the smallest value from the biggest value. And if you want to find the minimum value, I'll take the least value and subtract the biggest from it. So these two are the answers.